I think it makes sense. Why Africa? Why not them? Why are they?
Bro, good question. Why Africa? Why not use your data? I mean, you've got your citizens. Isn't that the reason why you're kicking out people from your country? Now use the data from the people in your country. All right, everybody, welcome to this channel. Welcome to this is the Dummy Effect podcast. All right, and today we are going to be reacting to something. It just actually comes to my attention that us as Africans, we don't really pay attention to what is happening on this continent. People are really trying to take advantage of us, and we are just taking it like a soft or an easy matter. But this is not really easy. This is something that's very, very. I mean, I feel like on the internet, I didn't even hear anything about it. I was just going through Google News the other day, and I saw this. I was like, what the fuck? And I checked the date, and it was like 3 days ago. I was like, even me, everybody's just living on Africa and on this continent, like everything is good, like we are enjoying life to the max. But no, this is crazy. Look at this this topic right here. It's by The Guardian, and it says rising anger over lop-sided and immoral US health funding pacts with African countries. So apparently America is out here giving health funding to African countries, but it's really not 6-7. I mean, it's really not like it's supposed to be. Like, this one actually is clear that it's a one-sided kind of deal. So my thing is, when President Trump came to power, he got rid of, or the second term, his second time as president of America, he got rid of US aid just to bring this idiocy, this stupid, what is this thing? And apparently, apparently it says Zimbabwe refuses to sign agreement, and Kenya faces a court case over data sharing as new aid deals come under scrutiny. All right, so without further ado, let's just read a few paragraphs here to understand what it actually is about. All right, because I feel like, yeah, okay, let's just continue. So it says a series of bilateral health agreements being negotiated between African countries and the administration of President Donald Trump have been labeled clearly lopsided and immoral amid growing outrage at US demands, including countries being forced to share biological resources and data. So basically, what there's this whole financial. Let me look at the term. Say financial U.S. health funding is asking for biological resources and health data and people's data. Like, are you trying to give us the funding or not? Why are you asking for extra things? Give us the money, and then we are going to do as you say, but we're not going to give you data. Like, give us the money, we're going to take care of what the agreement that we're supposed to take care of. We're going to take care of that shit, but don't ask us for anything. We're not going to share our data of the people of the people in our country. But anyways, let's continue here. It says it emerged this week that Zimbabwe had halted negotiations with the US for, that's a lot of money, the US for $350 million of health funding, saying the proposal risk undermining its sovereignty and independence. Shout out Zimbabwe. Okay. A letter sent by Albert Chibindi, Zimbabwe's Secretary for Foreign Affairs and International Trade, in December, that was made public, said the President Emerson Mnangagwa directed that Zimbabwe must discontinue the negotiation with the USA on the clearly lopsided MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, that blatantly compromises and undermines the sovereignty of the sovereignty and independence of Zimbabwe as a country. So the president is like, nah, fuck this. We are not going to do this because this is not good. It's undermining our sovereignty. And that is all. That is what these things used to be. I guess with the US aid, it was actually like covert, but now this one is actually in your face. Like it's there in your face to see. So I don't understand why it feels like African, like more African countries, or Africans, not African countries, Africans, the young Africans, maybe we just don't know about this, but this is really on the reactions. Don't really see reactions the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be reacting like heavily on this thing. All right, let's take a couple more paragraphs and then we watch some videos. Meanwhile, a deal with Zambia. So Zambia is another country that rejected it. Meanwhile, a deal with Zambia, which has been linked to a separate agreement with the US on collaboration in the mining sector. Collaboration with the mining sector. What does health have to do? Okay, which has been linked. Meanwhile, a deal with Zambia, which has been linked to a separate agreement with the US on collaboration in the mining sector, has yet to be finalized. With Asia Russell, who the hell is that? Director of HIV advocacy organization Health Gap, accusing the US of conditioning life-saving health services on plundering the mineral wealth of the country. It's shameless exploitation which is immoral. Okay, I don't understand what that was. At least 17 countries have signed deals with the US, collectively securing $11.3 billion in health aid, but raising concerns over concessions made in return. Okay, I really want to see which countries signed this lopsided deal, because there's always, in Africa, we always have those idiots that would do this. All right, so we're not gonna read everything here. All right, let's look at the last paragraph, because I think that's what it's gonna give us more of. It's gonna give us some understanding. So, America First Global Health Strategy Memorandum of Understanding. What do you mean? It says America First, America First, America First. And we are here. Why? They clearly say America First. There's nothing when it comes to America First that's gonna say, okay, we consider you, we are going to take your views into consideration, okay? Because we are trying to be fair. It says America First. So anything, if it doesn't favor America, they're not gonna do it. So the fact that they came to you, I would ask you to sign this bill, and you guys are like, just, bro, it says America First. So I understand. Right, let's just continue. America First Global Health Strategy Memorandum of Understanding signed so far represents over $18.56 billion in new health funding, including more than $11.33 billion in US assistance, alongside $7.3 billion in co-investment from recipient countries. That's a lot of money everywhere. Recipient countries building on decades of progress fighting HIV and AIDS, malaria, tuberculosis, and other infectious diseases around the world. As of February 25th, the State Department has signed 17 bilateral global health MOUs with Botswana. So Botswana voted. They voted. They did sign, I guess, if they are not in the list of people that are fighting against it. Botswana, Burkina Faso. Mr. Traore, what are we doing, brother? What has gone on? I thought we were like anti-West, but I think that there's a strategy somewhere. So let's hold on on this. Botswana, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cameroon, of course. Puppets, of course. Cote d'Ivoire, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Kenya, Lesotho, Liberia, Madagascar, Malawi, Mozambique, Nigeria, Rwanda. Of course, I mean, come on. The original suspects are there. These, oh god, Rwanda, Sierra Leone, and Uganda. So those are the 17 people that have actually signed. Oh my god, man. All right, let's watch some videos.
A Kenyan High Court has put a temporary freeze on the implementation of a $2.5 billion health partnership deal with the US. The Kenya-US Health Cooperation Framework was signed barely a week ago in Washington, making Kenya the first country in the world to join Trump's rebranded Global Health Program. And
rebranded from what's this? What's this thing? Why is this name running away from my head? Come on. Global Aid, US Aid, rebranded from US Aid.
The controversial deal, the US.
You know what I think? I feel like he rebranded because there was certain clause, it's 2026. It's 2026, and things have changed, and times have changed, and things are a little bit different now. So he's like, now we need to negotiate, we need to fix this. So there are certain things that the USA did not actually target. So we are going to make things in such a way, we're going to rearrange, bring something new that's gonna bring out, that is gonna target this specific thing. I think that's why they're out here asking for people's data and biological resource. I mean, the fuck? What are people trying to do? Suspicious, always suspicious.
Would provide $1.6 billion while Kenya would provide the remaining amount. However, that's not where the concern is. The deal reportedly allows the US to access all health data and sensitive medical records of Kenyans.
You see?
That's
the crazy part. Why would you need all that? I mean, if you're trying to really help Africa, if you're trying to help Africa, let's do this in such a way that, okay, give us the money. We are going to target what you want us to target. Like, we are going to do what we have to do in the health sector. But we don't have to give you data. You see, we don't have to give you our data or our patients. We don't have to give you all that. That's just going too far now. The fact that you guys are actually asking for this is crazy. It's really crazy, and it's suspicious. These people are taking people for fools out here.
The Consumers Federation of Kenya, COFEC, an independent consumer protection organization, filed a petition at the court in Nairobi. It argues that the deal could also compromise national security. Based on this, Justice Bahati Mwamuye of the High Court issued an order suspending the program until the case is adequately heard and concluded.
Yeah, because I don't understand. I mean, that's the whole reason. This is the whole reason why America, so-called America, decided to divide or to buy TikTok, because they feared that TikTok was sending American data to China. So all of a sudden you feel like Africans are the idiots, which you can just come and just take their own data. Bro, what the fuck? These people are actually taking us for idiots. That's what I'm saying. This thing is really on. We are not reacting like we're supposed to as Africans. We are not really reacting to this the way we're supposed to. Because what the fuck?
The 5-year health framework was signed by Kenya's President William Ruto and US Secretary of State Marco Rubio.
I hate this guy, bro. Fuck. There's Marco Rubio, and there's the shiny bald head looking like a Bob person. What's that nigga's name? I hate them. I hate those motherfuckers, bro.
With officials from both countries present, Ruto and Rubio hailed the deal as a positive step towards improving Kenya's health sector But critics say it makes the East African country vulnerable to US manipulation. Kenya is not the only country that signed such an agreement under Trump's America First global health strategy. Rwanda had signed a similar deal of $228 million with the US last week, and Uganda became the latest to join with $2.3 billion agreement on Thursday.
Oh man, clearly these people don't give a fuck about their citizens, man. Just sign everything off. Just sign everything away, man.
Countries around the world are expected to sign, including Zambia, which recently signed mutual deals with Washington, reportedly as a prelude. The Trump government says the program is aimed at combating infectious diseases in countries that align with its broader foreign policy goals. But at the same time, the initiative allows Washington greater access to critical mineral resources in those countries. The framework effectively replaces programs under the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, which Trump scrapped, claiming they were not in favor of the US and its citizens.
So wait, let's go back here. It said something.
The Trump government says the program is aimed at combating infectious diseases in countries that align with its broader foreign policy goals. But at the same time, the initiative allows Washington greater access to critical mineral resources in those countries.
So I feel like this is the game they're trying to play. So we're gonna give you these billions of dollars, these billions of dollars, which most likely it's not actually gonna go into health, because if you go into these countries and you see their hospitals, see the hospitals, bro. So they give you this money so they can access your minerals. It's not like they give you this money, but then it's like, we'll give you this money. Okay, we need your data, we need your biological resource or your data, and we need access to your mineral. So it's like using one stone to kill two birds. That's, bro. Why always Africa? Why Africa all the time? Why always Africa, man? Are you gonna see some old folks, these old people, these old African leaders that are almost like from 80 and above are gonna take this deal? And a couple of them already did. There's Uganda and there's one more. There's one more other country, so they already signed, man.
Framework.
So it's crazy, bro.
A number of African nations are reassessing health agreements with the United States, raising concerns about data privacy, sovereignty, and the overall terms of the deals. Zimbabwe has rejected a proposed U.S. health package worth $367 million, calling it lop-sided. Zambia is also prepared to walk away from a $1 billion.
Wait, they haven't walked away yet? Still preparing? Damn, boy.
US aid agreement unless clauses that clash with its national interests are revised. In Kenya, a $2.5 billion health deal has been halted after a consumer rights organization filed a lawsuit questioning the safety of citizens' health data. So, what exactly is in these agreements and why are they creating such controversy? DW's Privilege Mushaniri reports from Zimbabwe.
These US-backed health initiatives are aimed at fighting HIV and AIDS, malaria, and strengthening outbreak preparedness and improving maternal child health over a 5-year period. But a leaked draft of Zambia's Memorandum of Understanding shows a potential commitment to granting Washington access to its health data for a decade. Analysts warn that the deal could give the US
a decade. That's a long time. Why do you need? What do you need that for? You're gonna use the data to do your researches and then develop medicines and then sell it back to us for a lot of money using our data. Same thing with our mineral resources. You come to Africa, you get our mineral resources, you take it back to your site, refine it, build things, and then sell it back to us for extra money. Like the way, if this thing is actually, if this whole system is fair, you see, they will take those minerals. Everything should be sold to Africans, to Africa, cheaper. Like, because you are taking the minerals that you guys are taking out of Africa, you guys not really taking it to you guys are taking it for very, very cheap. So when you sell to us, you should sell for cheap. The prices for an iPhone in Africa should not be the same price for an iPhone in America and Europe. No, we should be paying cheaper for an iPhone in Africa, because technically you guys are robbing us of our mineral resources.
A strategic opening into Zambia's mining sector. In Zimbabwe, authorities raised similar concerns about US access to sensitive health information, including virus samples and epidemiological data. Officials say the financial support comes with conditions they cannot accept.
The position of government is that when nation states negotiate, they must negotiate at parity, and they must negotiate at an equal footing regardless of their GDP, their military prowess, power, and pedigree. Our position regarding the transfer of biological data to the United States is that it's not in our national interest, but it's in the American first interest.
Zimbabwe is the first among the concerned African countries to formally reject a US health deal. In response, Washington says it will wind down its health assistance to the country after negotiations collapsed. The $367 million package would have been the largest potential health investment from any international partner.
Yep. But when it comes with strings attached, like, these strings are not really strings. These are iron strings, like copper. Not even copper. What's the strongest metal? Yeah, whatever the strongest metal is, yeah, that string, those strings are made with those kind of metal. So the strings attached is very, very strong. So we can't really be doing that.
Here are public reactions to the standoff.
I think we have to applaud the government, because this step they have taken is a huge step in protecting our sovereignty as a nation, because we don't know what they wanted to do with our data statistics.
I think it makes sense. Why Africa? Why not them? Exactly. Why are they?
Bro, good question. Why Africa? Why not use your data? I mean, you've got your citizens. Isn't that the reason why you're kicking out people from your country? Now use the data from the people in your country. America, use the data of the people in America. Not why Africa.
They're not looking for such data from their side. You know, why Africa? That's the major question.
Yeah, I think it's unfair, because that data is for our government and for them to do whatever innovation they want to do. So for them to require that data as a condition, I think it's wrong.
There you have it, man. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. For me personally, I feel like Africans, we are really reacting to this. I didn't even see this. I only found this when I went to Google News. I don't even know what I was doing there, but I saw this. I was like, no, this is really on that reported. I didn't even know nothing about it. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. Like, comment, share, leave a comment, and yeah, do all that. See you in the next one. Bye bye.